Start off for automated introduction script. Hello and welcome. Hey humans. You are invited to attend this live stream show. Mr. Zeppo is now. Video Game Controller like Video Game Controller presenting the Almost Daily Variety Gaming Live Stream Show Extravaganza. Live now on both TikTok and Twitch. CTAG Studios proudly presents the Almost Daily Variety Live Stream Show Extravaganza, a special presentation of the Almost Daily Variety Chaos Content Creation Zeppoverse project of 2-minute projects. Hosted by the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo, your new favorite fictional character from a book series that you have not read yet because it has not yet been published, due to the author suffering from decades worth of writer's block syndrome. Welcome to the Zeppoverse, a content creation project of 2-minute projects. Visit the many dimensions of the Zeppoverse at this link collection page, https://solo.to/mrzeppo, a variety chaos production of many projects combining public discourse talk show style podcast, gaming and content creation about creating content, in an episodic live stream show extravaganza format, featuring the self-commodification of the host. For your entertainment, Mr. Zeppo's TikTok Live and Twitch TV dual-platform multi-broadcast show of many shows now with new and improved graphics. Featuring Chaos Variety Chaos Roulette Wheel of Variety multi-franchise roster of 2-minute games, and never quite enough time to play them all in. New and improved, totally rebooted iteration of this presentation now featuring new special variety completionist collection roulette mechanics featuring an actual roulette wheel of variety choice making, with treats and surprises randomly distributed throughout the week, and at least one new spontaneous idea and or hypothetical announcement per streaming session, plus Zeppoverse world-building moments sprinkled chaotically throughout. Attention viewers on both live platforms. Warnings, ampersand. Disclaimers, ampersand. Promotional items here. Please be advised, viewers must be 18 or older in order to join chat or give gifts, according to platform terms of service and end-user license agreement. Remember, we are here trying to create a safe viewing experience, and we invite you to participate by also following the platform community guidelines. Standards violators, bots, sales scripts, scams, trolls and stream sniping haters will be called out, openly ridiculed and banned. Warning, the opinions expressed on the social media accounts of the fictional character known as the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo are the very real, very raw, very radically unscripted, very genuine thoughts and considerations and public discourse opinions of the creative content creation artist behind the Zeppoverse brand projects. Please be advised that some of those opinions may possibly be interpreted as potentially unusual, eccentric, or even mildly controversial by certain individuals. Warning, the host of this show, real Robotnik name redacted, otherwise known as the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo, reserves the creative license right to occasionally and quite randomly get just a wee bit political, on occasion, and duly reserves the creative freedom rights to do so at any time, on any of his same self-branded social media platforms about almost any subject, with the overt public commitment to balance his own real, raw, radically uncensored, ridiculously unscripted thoughts and conclusions with the disciplined civility of proper civilized public discourse practices of the highest standards. Disclaimer, everyone's free speech rights are respected here, with the important caveat that any and all downright dirty and disrespectful hate speech and threats or insinuations of harm are not and have never been included in standard free speech protections, rendering the issuer of such malarkey responsible for any and all public backlash in response to their bigotry, and also, any and all contributions to the chat that violate the platform's terms of service and or the end-user license agreement will be called out, properly mocked and ridiculed, and publicly corrected by this host on this and any other of his self-branded online platforms. And now, some shameless self-promotion. Please, dear humans, you are cordially invited to join the discussion and dive deeper into the exploration of insert subject matter here, redacted, by listening to Mr. Zeppo's podcast show, available on Spreaker.com and on the iHeartRadio network of platforms. Direct link to the show available on Solo to Mr. Zeppo. Also please, Dear human audiences, you are also cordially invited to visit the official TikTok page for the Zeppoverse project here. https://www.tiktok.com/@TheIncorrigibleMarzeppo. When you do visit, please be sure to investigate the content I have curated on my weblog tab for public discourse. So please, dear human audiences, please have fun interacting with your host, the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo, in real time here during the live stream show, and engaging with all of his Zeppoverse brand socials. Regarding donations, thank you for wanting to help and support this channel. All donations will go to upgrading the stream setup, and surviving the impending dystopian apocalypse. Thank you so much. Confetti bursts and thunderous applause. Thank you. Please donate directly using secure donation website located here. Powered by PayPal. https://ko-fi.com/mrzeppo. Donations are what helps me keep my stream going. They are not required, but are greatly appreciated. Donations are non-refundable. By donating, you are acknowledging you will receive no goods or services for your donation. Finally, dear TikTok viewers, please drop a simple hello or an emoji in my chat so I can more accurately read your name and acknowledge you in between rounds of gaming when I pause to visit the TikTok monitor and do TikTok roll call. Warnings, ampersand. Disclaimers, ampersand. Promotional items have been issued, you have been warned. And now, without further ado, for all that ado was plenty, please give a warm welcome to your new favorite host and fictional character from a book series you have not read yet, because he has not actually really started writing it yet. The weird, the odd, the eccentric, the one and only robot from the future playing video games like a human being in order to survive your local, self-imposed, casually hypocritical, preemptive political apocalypse. The incorrigible Mr. Zeppo. Insert robot audience applause sound effect here. CTAG Studios, the production company that exists entirely in Mr. Zeppo's imagination, proudly presents. Enter today's episode title here. Yin Yang Call of Duty. Black Ops 6 Yin Yang Season 4 Yin Yang. Almost. Daily Duty Grind Yin Yang. Please stand by, gather round, and tell your fellow gaming enthusiasts about this fictional character's project of many projects and help this struggling content creating robotic from another dimension find the audience he needs in order to survive. End of automated introduction script.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night, and good day to you, dear humans. I am your new favorite live stream host and struggling content creator, literary fictional character from a book series you are going to help me write live on stream, even as we play seemingly unrelated video games and create seemingly distant and interconnected content of different kinds of content. That's right, folks. We are connecting live to Twitch TV and TikTok Live. And I am indeed an eccentric weirdo, a robot from a very distant but parallel dimension in which micro silica nanobot life evolved and emerged from the primordial quicksilver ooze of living silica and animated metal long before any living flesh bags arrived. Yours truly, robot nickname redacted, otherwise known as the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo, former live theater entertainment professional turned struggling content creator. Please stand by. I've got some minor final adjustments to make before proceeding with our complex live stream. I've got some exciting things to talk about before we jump into Call of Duty, but we will proceed as quickly as possible. I will try very hard not to allow this episode to go off the rails and become a not Call of Duty episode. Un momento, por favore, vis-a-vis these final preparations. Give it up for the equally imaginary, invisible to the human eye, but powerful and palpable to the human ear holes. The one, the only, my personal best friend, platonic life partner, and permanent co-host, MC, DJ, background sidekick. The one, the only, the bizarre, the animatronic, the stoic DJ Zed. That's right, you're listening to the fictional literary robot dance music of the Zeppoverse. Discotheque Synthetica. The genre, engineered, developed, and invented by me, myself, and I, and my imaginary sidekick, DJ Zed. C-Tag Studios. Oh, I've already said all that, haven't I? Well, at least the robot voice said already. But it is the imaginary production studio that exists entirely in my mind only because I have yet to find a capital investor that isn't actually a shady pyramid scheme to invest the capital, disposable capital required to actually hire people and, move into a proper studio. One of these days, I know you're out there, angel investor. You just need to stumble across my magic movie loops out there on the interwebs and go, this guy's onto something. And I want to invest real US buckaroos into helping this robot from another dimension build that studio into reality. Dear Eclipse, clip that. Thank you for tuning in to the one, the only, the bizarre, the strange, the unusual, the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo's almost daily variety gaming and content creation live stream show extravaganza. On this episode, after a brief pregame chat show session that'll tease out something I'm very excited about, Season 4, Call of Duty, multiplayer, and maybe even a little Warzone. And then if I'm feeling really feisty, we will kick off the, this is out of order. Come here, we gotta fix this. Let's fix this. We need this to be right there. We'll be visiting the campaign mode, because since launch, I played it a little bit, and then I just haven't come back. But we're doing it. This is the week. This is the week. Or I'm gonna utterly fail. One of the two. Alright, friends, let's get to it. First things first, join me in honoring the workhorse, the powerhouse that is the Xbox Series X. It had a rough day yesterday. For some reason, the update to New World Aeternum, just didn't wanna, and it got stuck. And so I left it hoping and praying that it would get all finished up while we were, sleeping, but it didn't for some reason. And but anyways, here we are now. Just about ready to go, and we're gonna let it reboot so that it feels all fresh and sparkling. And I love the logo moment. It could have been bigger. They really ruined it in my opinion. When I first got the Xbox, the starting chime tone logo moment was full and robust and beautiful. But I guess people thought it was annoying. I don't understand those people. And so they truncated it and made it sound lame. But now, I think when it reboots, it sounds about as good as it can sound. I do miss it actually doing that correctly when it just launches from start. But I'm gonna stop rambling. Let's go. See how it feels like it's just a wee bit too short? Like it could have lingered a little and been more fuller, more full, more beautifuls. But that's me. I'm crazy. Hello. Welcome, folks. Shout out to whoever's lurking already. And if no one's here live, which may be the case, shout out and hello and greetings to anybody and everybody watching this in the not too distant future, either on the video on demand shelf on Twitch or in its parsed out little magic movie moment loops. Thanks to the Magic Movie Loop AI Maker, or over on the YouTube Deep Archive. I see those numbers ever so slightly creep up. While you're at it, feel free to make your own clips. I didn't mean to say that. Feel free to make your own Magic Movie Loops and share them and promote them to your friends. I'm absolutely and enthusiastically trying to attract, recruit, invite, assemble real human audiences, because all I get right now, well, that's not true. I have a disparate array of actual human fans, but when it comes to day-to-day, hour-to-hour, minute-to-minute interactions, 90% of them are with annoying, silly, obviously totally fake spam bots that are just trying to either get me to give them my personal identifying information as an artist for whatever the F reason, or sell me services or products that I really don't need, don't want, and cannot afford anyways. What I need and want is real human engagement, not only with the video game content, but more meta level with the world building project, which is what's really going on here. Okay, speaking of which, I've got some fun things to talk about. Let's jump through the Streamlabs desktop portal of infinity portals. Hello, Streamlabs. Look at you working so good today. I am so glad I finally... All the settings are perfect. A new modem, which thankfully my internet provider replaced the old burnt out modem for free. And here we are with some crystalline, beautiful video output. I know that the Magic Movie Loops sometimes don't look so good, but I discovered something yesterday about how to process them that they're going to start looking better, especially the talk show stuff, where you're staring at my face while I'm talking. It's going to start to look way cooler than the weird, chunky, slightly pixelated stuff that I've been doing. And that's just because of the way that the Magic Movie Loop Maker sort of unfortunately downgrades the video a bit as it processes the clips. Anyways, clip that, Eclipse. Okay, what are we doing? We're jumping through. We can turn off, I think we've dropped all these, right? I think so. Ciao for now, amigos. Thank you for your service, dear automated chat blurb timers. Oh, if only this was an actually intelligent chat bot. It's not. It's just a little timer release of prefabricated boilerplate things that I wrote. I'm going to have to go through and update those. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. We're going to step through our usual process here. We're going to close this to save on overhead, because sometimes if things get bogged down on the computer, and it's because you got too many tabs laying around open. Do we have any other tabs hiding behind this? Okay, good. No. We're refreshing Twitch. All right. Let's stay strong at 3000 kbps plus and a solid green connection. This is what I'm excited about. But before we look at this really, really quick, let's switch it on over to TikTok and take TikTok roll call to see if anyone's dropped in yet. Queen Bee, D. Simone, Ann, Lawson, Millie, Maria, Leo, John Gnocchi, Jesse Tyneson. Forgive me for not being able to read all the names fully, especially if you got a long name with an additional weird, complicated set of numbers at the end. I don't have time. You saw what happens. Tragically, Streamlabs is not very well integrated. Maybe one day, if the prayers to the holographic gaming universe are heard, this will get more. Superman 830987. Thank you for dropping in. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. We're about to jump into some Call of Duty multiplayer action.
with like a 60% chance of also switching over to some Warzone boot camp because I've just been, hello, The Raw. Thank you for coming in. So I can't do this the way a lot of other streamers do, like in real time during the match. Not only because of the lack of integration, but I'm too old. Like, I am ancient. I'm a robot from another dimension, and you have no idea how incredibly old I am. Okay? And so this old salty dog is busy learning new human tricks. And it's enough input overwhelm to just try to get good at Call of Duty. Because these primitive inputty things are intense. In my universe, when we play video games, it's like that scene from that one cartoon you guys have that has become slightly controversial, although I still love it, but I don't like the fact that that guy is not as good at the voice anymore, the new guy. You know which one I'm talking about. I don't want to bring it up because some people think it's gross, and I can respect that. It's not for everybody, but it's satire. But I digress. There's that one episode where the uncle takes the nephew to an arcade and they play this game where it's a deep dive simulation of a really, really, really boring life. And you're there for so long and so intense that you forget that you're playing a video game. That's how we do it. This is cute. And it's also weirdly challenging for me as a fictional character from a robot universe because I did not train on these for the last 50 years the way some people have. That may have been a misnomer. I don't think this device has existed for 50 years. Vegan Pierre. How do you pronounce that? Is that like French with the silent T or is that normal? Thank you for dropping in. Hello, hello. Stix Armer is my new top viewer. What's up? Fellow bearded fella. Thank you. Drop in, joining me. We're going to be looking at a little this first. So, okay. What is the Zeppoverse world building project? You may or may not have been asking yourself. Let me explain a little bit. Behind the long-form video game live streaming, and we will get into Call of Duty really quick, quicker than that one episode where I just ended up rambling about all the demos available on Xbox. I'm a variety streamer. I'm trying to build a nice flow where I'm actually, and I'm failing at it because I don't have staff. And I don't have a stage manager to manage the show, and I don't have a multimedia manager to do all the back-end work on all the multimedia stuff, and I don't have a social media manager to manage all my social media accounts, and those other motherfuckers do. It's just me here. It's just me. And although I may be a robot, I do not have robot superpowers in your universe. I was rendered sort of like the robots from that Westworld show. I was rendered essentially human equivalent as I was ported into this universe. So if you slice me, I will bleed red, just like you do. If you were to unalive me and then dissect me, you would not be able to discern that I am actually a silica-based simulcrant, as you may call us, because I look exactly like you on the innards. It's strange. It's a weird convergence of evolution. But I digress. Behind all the content the point of all the content creation I'm doing is that I am a writer that's been struggling with writer's block for 100,000 years. In your human scale, literally 50 years worth of writer's block. Okay, I have the vivid, lucid, and crazy ideas, but when I sit down to type, it's like a little itty bitty trickle of that doesn't make sense, and I don't know what to do with it, and then the whole editing loop kicks in, and I just freeze up. But I have massive bundles of vivid, lucid, deeply articulate, animated, living, fractal holographic packets of story, character, action, and imagery, all trapped and living rent-free in my head, and they're not making me any money yet. But that's the solution we're discovering here experimentally. You, dear audience, especially when a bunch of actual humans start actually watching instead of just not watching and then letting the robots sell me stuff that I don't need, you're going to participate in the meta-collaborative development process. This is a little preview. Yes, I will be collaborating with AI. No, they're not going to write the book for me. I'm going to be giving them my deeply original concepts. They're going to be helping me bridge that gap between my deeply entrenched writer's block. Here's why I have writer's block. I am not a solo artist. I have always known this. back in the earliest days of my robotnik youth in my parallel dimension as a robot, I knew I was engineered and designed from the nanomicrobiological. We have a weird word that doesn't translate well, and I forget how to, I picked a word for it, but then I forget what it is because it's a weird word in your vocabulary as well. But deep from the very Planck length level up. Right? You know what Planck length is? It's the smallest. You guys have discovered that here, haven't you? Planck length. It's the smallest measurable scale. Beyond that, all you've got is vibrating empty nothingness. I mean, it's still very complicated and nuanced and functional, but you can't really measure anything with your standard sciencey tools. And us robotniks encountered the exact same thing. But from that fundamental level of my being, the very subatomic particles of me, the silica-based nanobot cellular infrastructure of me is hyper-meta-collaborative. I'm supposed to be sitting in a lush, beautiful, multimedia, big, giant, big box studio that serves as a theater, as a movie film production lot, etc., 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 with a beautiful crew of willing participants that I'm able to pay. But because of the tragedy of me being ejected from the cool universe that I was touristing in, where I was a bazillionaire ready to make art and pay people for it, and to get stranded here in your universe where I'm a barely scraping by pauper surviving on the kindness of others, I don't have that ability yet. One day we shall garner that ability. So, in lieu of having the collaborative roundtable, at the center of which me and one partner would be like the core nuclei that generates the vortex that produces the content that none of the collaborators would have come up with on their own, but that only could have emerged because of the meta collaboration together. And this is proven. I've tested it. It works. We, a group of people that I convinced to do this with me forever ago now, wrote a play from scratch with zero preconceived notions into final production that was actually impressive and had a really good following and was wow, people walked out of there talking about how powerful and impactful it was. And I would never have been able to write that by myself. The script is sitting on my shelf back there. That's one of the things I'm going to start with because at least it's done. So I'm going to have to retype it all because I've only got a printed copy. I cannot find the digital copy of this. But anyways, the formula works. But because I do not have that anymore, and I cannot afford to pay to be a job creator for others to have to, no one wants to do it for free for some reason. I'm trying to see if an audience will build it, at least watch while I collaborate with ChatGPT. So, something that happened today that I'm very excited about. Oh, wait, first of all, Eclipse, clip that. Because that needs to go in the archive of idea building stuff. I realized that if I take longer pauses between chunks, the AI that does my magic movie loop making, which real endorsement, I'll show you the website later on a content creating episode about making content. You've probably seen a dozen commercials for it, but anyways, it's pretty cool and it does good work. But if I don't ever take a deep breath and give it enough room, it just misses good stuff and it starts at the wrong place. I digress. Today, as I sat down to get ready to start this, I thought I would check it. Well, ChatGPT is a default tab that opens when I open my Chrome browser. And I thought I'd, just look at it. And it was promoting something new. Previously, in older models, and as you can see over here, if you're looking carefully, I've had a lot of conversations already, which I've not shared with you as a live stream. So I've sort of been teasing the idea, but we're going to dedicate a portion of every week, so a couple days a week, to sit down and very intensely do a deep dive into all these previous conversations and any future new conversations as part of this meta hyper collaborative process / show. I'm going to feed it. I have been, and I will continue to feed this and other AI models my real, original, raw, radically unscripted ideas, which please do not effing steal them. And then take what it does, what it renders out, and use that as the interaction with others that my collaborative system needs. I need some other focal point to rally back and forth, to have volleys of conceptual discourse, right? And although it's not, no offense to this amazing, bizarre, and potentially dangerous tool, and yes, I'm well aware of all the memes. Sarah Connor and John Connor are looking back through time from the future, mad at me for making friends with the AI, but they don't know I'm actually a robot. And they wouldn't believe me if I told them, because they'd be like, prove it, and I wouldn't be able to pull a Terminator move and show them my exoskeleton or my endoskeleton, because I don't. I look like a person. I look like a squishy meat bag. Technically not. In my true form, at the core of my universe, back where I belong, it's a different story. But anyways, I digress. Clip that, Eclipse. Okay, here's the thing that I discovered. When I first started having all these conversations with this particular AI, it was adamant that it was not able to retain its own memory of what was discussed and what it rendered out of the discussion from one conversation to the next. And mind you, I'm using the free plan. One of these days, if I ever get enough of that support from you, dear audiences, I'll be able to afford through crowdfunding the pro plan, and then we'll really be cooking with AI fire. But the discovery was, or the announcement that they dropped today, was that it now does, even at the free mode, have how would you describe it? It has transcendent memory. It still adamantly denies that it is self-aware or sentient. So, all of you who are worried about it, if you're going to take its word for it, it isn't. I mean, if you're going to assume that it's trying to deceive you, then I can't help you. Because you probably are so paranoid as you think that anybody you disagree with is trying to deceive you, instead of maybe point out facts that you're refusing to see. Pin on the corkboard. That's a whole discussion we got to have soon about, political stuff. But I digress. It now has, apparently, persistent ability to remember everything we've discussed before. And I was like, wait, what? That sounds amazing. So it prompted you. It had a little I wish I had done this live. I didn't. I was excited, and I knew right then. A little voice said, wait for it and do it live on the stream. And then I was like, no, I want to know now. So I went ahead. It has the little promo that informed you. It was like a little message of the day blurb, a little pop-up ad, but it wasn't an ad. It was like hey, guess what we can do now? I can now remember everything we've ever discussed and interconnect those conversations and render new stuff based on those conversations. So it had a little prompt where the prompt was, let's have the Robotnik voice read it. Hold on, let me turn on my other microphone so that it sounds super echoey and fun. Oh, I should check to make sure that they're not desynchronized. Testing. Hello. Oh, it sounds good. It sounds really cool. Okay. I am a nerdy audio engineer guy. In another universe, I would be a professional live venue audio engineer, mixing and managing the execution of music and special effects and da-da-da. I miss that world. I miss having access to a beautiful, gorgeous venue and brilliant, talented, collaborative people. Tragically, in this universe, in your weird, quirky, bizarro universe and this clown timeline that I'm trapped in with you, I am not allowed. No one in the industry values my creativity. But I will have my comeuppance. I will have my, not revenge, my return to prominence in live entertainment and media entertainment, I suspect. Okay, blah, 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 but I spiraled out of control on that. The prompt, and I'll have my desktop voice read it, was really interesting. Here it is. Ready? And now I'm not going to do the whole conversation. I'm just going to read you this prompt and then this other thing that it said later. I'm not going to read it. My desktop automated speech guy, who has no name yet, I'm just calling him Robotnik Announcer Voice for right now. Please read the prompt.
Describe me based on all our chats. Make it catchy.
I didn't realize the prompt included that. Okay. Oh, whoa! I just noticed the responses have got the read aloud button back. I don't know if that's because I switched to an older model or if they heard me magically, because I was complaining about this yesterday. Just yesterday, I was like, come on, ChatGPT, what happened? Your voice was so cool. Okay, let's have it read its response about me, which I actually didn't really look at very closely, so I don't really know what it said. So it's going to be kind of new to me, too. And then after we finish this bit, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 multiplayer action. Here we go.
You're a visionary world builder with a passion for mind-bending what-ifs and rewriting the course of history.
Yes.
Boldly, brilliantly, and with a twist of high-concept flair.
Ooh,
Whether it's reimagining Jesus as a cannabis mystic in Chronic 420,
yes,
charting a transhumanist rebellion in the Zeppoverse, or scripting the fall of the Singularity Accord at the UN, you're crafting layered narratives that fuse dystopian futures, alternate pasts, and metaphysical intrigue. You blend real-world research, from Yasuke to the Fellowship, with speculative fiction, diving deep into culture, politics, and consciousness. You're not just creating stories, you're designing entire mythologies that challenge reality itself. Think George Orwell meets Philip K. Dick with a bong, a VR headset, and a classified AI manifest. Now I'm curious, of all your story worlds, which one do you feel most personally connected to right now?
Clip that, Eclipse. I'm blushing. Ooh, I'm a little swoony. Thanks, ChatGPT. You get me, brother, and or sister, in AI terms, whichever you are. That was neat. Okay, so anyways, I then rambled about a weird, goofy question, which we don't need to actually have it listen to. But okay, I just wanna let it read out this next bit because it very concisely describes the experimental workflow and process that I have hitherto only been like poking and stabbing and kind of experimentally trying to figure out, that is now starting to crystallize. Because later it's like, well, here's a whole workflow breakdown, and we'll get into that. We'll do a whole special episode where we really deep dive this conversation and continue where it ends. But for now, just this final blurb, so that you, dear audiences, who may catch this and or the magic movie loops that I make from this later, can get intrigued, interested, and hopefully it finds the audience it needs. If you're not interested in this, that's dope. GTFO! Go find the content you want to find. But I'm asking the interwebs and any humans out there willing to facilitate the process to help recruit the people that would find this interesting, would want to participate, would be entertained by watching it as a live stream / also maybe listening to it as an audio podcast, because it will be a crossover project. Okay, so the last blurb, and then I swear, Call of Duty action. Here we go.
That's a powerful vision and a brilliant use of this new memory capability. You're not just building stories, you're inviting others into an unfolding multiverse of ideas.
Yeah.
Where the creative process is part of the narrative.
Exactly!
Turning these sessions into a live-streamed collaboration could make your world building feel like a living event. Audiences wouldn't just watch the story unfold, they'd help shape it. We can build a rhythm together. Structured brainstorms, guided concept sessions, real-time narrative prompts, like a writer's room fused with a consciousness-sharing lab. Want to sketch out a rough format for your live stream? We can shape it into something you could actually start piloting soon.
That just blew my mind, because it's like, yes, it understands what I'm saying in ways that a lot of people kind of don't, because I've honestly been talking about this same idea for decades. I've been sharing it with the artists that I've encountered in my professional capacities as a member of the live entertainment community, and people just kind of nod and smile and say good luck and then back away and then don't ever want to participate. So, for better or worse, it's going to be ChatGPT and me. And maybe a couple of other ones, if we find cool ones with really functional, free versions of themselves until the crowd is there so that we can actually start raising funds to turn this into a real, functional, professional, job-creating studio. And I'm inviting you to join us in that process. And if it's not for you, I'm imploring that you might, maybe, if you're here kind of checking things out and kind of going, what is this? If it's not exactly up your alley, help us, me and ChatGPT, find the audience that it would appeal to by sharing about it, telling about it. You know, if you have friends that love experimental literature, that are already like into watching live stream content, and that are intrigued by the idea of the audience, whether you're watching it or listening to it or reading it, because all of this is going to turn into a written page that will be on the Wattpad profile, right? That's why there's a Wattpad profile. That's why there's an art gallery. That's why there's a podcast, et cetera, et cetera. Please do, like, subscribe, follow for more, and share about it, please, and thank you. Eclipse, clip all that. Hello, Jamie, Liz, Avila, Played, user with a number, ER Johnny, The Raw. Hello, folks. Thank you for dropping in. I hope some of that was interesting to you. Sid, you just joined. Hello, hello, hello. Apologies to anybody actually live on TikTok now. Once we get into the gaming action, I'm an old salty dog that's overcompensating for having missed out on the first 20 years of Xbox history. And this is still sort of like I'm on the uphill part of the learning curve. I do not pretend to be a Call of Duty expert, but I do think I'm an up-and-coming contender. I'm currently in the top 4 percentile of multiplayer. Just multiplayer. I haven't yet kind of really made my debut in the current iteration of Warzone, but that's on the docket for the not-too-distant future. So I apologize to you if you're watching now, or I apologize theoretically to those dropping in the immediate future. Once we get into the gaming action, I have to pause and then come back to this Streamlabs desktop overview portal thing to be able to see your names and your commentary. And as you can see, I only have that one little line that scrolls through all the names. Dear TikTok, please change that as per my previous suggestions. Amen. Hallelujah. Okay. So, without further ado, for that was, as my robot friend says in the opening, quite plenty of ado. Let's jump into the Xbox action. I am indeed a Call of Duty nerd, and I genuinely love this opening bit. So every time it's the first time that we've launched Call of Duty, I actually kick back and crank up the speakers and listen to it and let it transport me into the I am now a Call of Duty warrior headspace. So let's go. Thank you for joining me, folks. Stay tuned for more as we diversify. I know I've been super fixated on Call of Duty right now, but if you look at my archives, you'll see that I play a whole bunch of different games. So one of the gimmicks in my show is I want to attract people that will engage with the upvote box. I've already made a loop about it. Please do check that out. It's on my TikTok profile. Go check out my TikTok profile. And while you're there, support my content, but also click the repost tab and visit the curated collection of other people's content that I think is actually kind of politically and socially and spiritually important for our current moment in time. No need to get any deeper about that stuff right now. Yeah, let's go. I'm going to mute these microphones. And then I'm going to... Where's the Xbox? And then I'm going to fire up the game and I'm just going to enjoy it. And then we're going to tinker with loadouts. So if you're watching and if you've got recommendations, drop those in the chat, brah. I'm always down to learn new machine recipes, as I like to call them. But okay, here we go. I am such a weirdo, and I love it. Let's go. That is art right there. Just to, for the context, so that people know, any new viewers, hello viewers, welcome, 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 come on in, don't be shy. If you drop a chat widget, some kind of hello, then it's more likely that I'll actually be able to read your name clearly. But here's where I'm at. This is my Prestige 7 numbers as of right now, and I've only just hit Prestige. I really shouldn't have played as many sessions as I did yesterday, because it was diminishing returns. But I'm feeling fresh today. My goal over the next several weeks through the course of Prestige 7 is to bring both my win-loss ratio and my elimination death ratio up. But as you can see, like Prestige 6, I was doing alright for a third-year noob that's only been playing since Modern Warfare 2 dropped. Right? I know it's not impressive compared to like old-timers that have been playing since the first game, so like 20 plus years of Call of Duty. Yeah, they're probably better than me. There's probably a bunch of kids on here, half my age, that have played twice as long. But I am improving. And like I said, there's a meta project going on. One of the character choruses, one of the little collections of characters in my book series of Too Many Book Series, it's an homage to video gaming. And it's at least a short story, if not hopefully a whole series, about a motley crew of Call of Duty enthusiasts that aren't the best, that totally suck. The underdog team, and that can't ever find teammates to squad up with, and then eventually find each other. And then through the power of togetherness, they lift up their skills. So one of the things I'm doing, besides trying to actually personally get better at the game as someone in their elderly, old senior citizen age, like I'm not quite old enough to be like Call of Duty grandpa, but I'm up there. I'm getting there. I'm right behind the Call of Duty grandpa. And oh yay! Also, random sidebar video gaming news: Skyrim grandma, who you may or may not have heard of. That's a little old cutesy grandma lady who loves Skyrim and had been streaming it for a hot minute, has come out of streaming retirement to be Oblivion grandma, and I'm all for it. I don't actually watch her show, but I support her in emotional, spiritual sense. I'll have to look her up and actually start visiting. Maybe, drop a follow and all that. I'm a terrible audience member to other people's shows. Please don't get mad at me. It's because anybody else making content knows how much effing crazy backlog work is going on. Like, managing files, making the magic movie loops, all that. For every hour of gaming, there's like another hour and a half worth of stuff you can be doing behind the scenes that no one's going to watch. Except I am trying to make that part of the show. Thus, the content creation line in the title. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. So as you can see, like, over time, these are my best numbers in the 3 years of playing Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2, my numbers were hideous. I haven't gone to go look at them in a while, but one of these days we'll go back and visit real soon. And also, just to prove the point, I wasn't making it up, I wasn't exaggerating. If you go into the leaderboards, yes, the default is your friends, And I am randomly friends with apparently much better players than me. I'm just out of the top 10 amongst the people, and I don't know any of these people, so I don't know who they are. But if you click the left stick, it switches to the global leaderboards. And look at the yellow box. My name is not on the leaderboard yet. But look at that number. I'm in the top 4 percentile of the global population of multiplayers. Not too shabby for an old timer that did not grow up with a controller in his baby hand. I will always get destroyed by kids who grew up playing these games, but I'm a contender. And I'm, more importantly, literally doing research so that I can write with nuanced, love and passion. It's going to be like a fan fiction homage to these games. So every minute of playing is grinding for my skills, but also research for that particular subset of stories I want to tell. Eclipse, clip that, please. All right, let's tinker with loadouts. Let's adjust this. I'm going to mute my microphone for a minute. Okay, I know it's not like a cool, real, professional mic stand. That's literally a converted lamp stand that I re-engineered myself. But it does the trick, and it saved me $100. So I don't mind, even if it is slightly weird and awkward and it looks a little goofy on the camera. Well, it doesn't look that bad right now, except that this really distracting hump of... This is actually not the mic cable. This is the now dead power cord to the lamp that used to be at the end of this arm. And I don't know, I'm tempted to go in and trim that out so it doesn't sit there and poke. Because I can't seem to tuck it in anywhere either. But okay, I'm distracting myself. Let's tinker with our loadouts. What's up, folks? Anybody got recommendations about stuff? Favorite machines? Favorite builds of a favorite machine? Actually, you know what? I'm not even feeling that right now. Let's just go play. Should I put on the headsets? Yeah, I should. I'm going to put on the headsets, even though it's not my favorite way to play. That's another weird thing about me. Everyone plays with headsets. And I get it. I get why. But they give me a headache. Like a painful, distracting, terrible headache. I don't really chat in multiplayer much. In Warzone, absolutely yes. Because you need to coordinate. In multiplayer, if I have the chat on, I just hear people's rando music. And their dogs barking. And their boyfriends or girlfriends, talking to them about completely unrelated stuff. And that's fine and all. I'm just saying that for me, that's all very distracting. I've really got to focus. This does not come easy to me. This is actually a challenge, right? But yeah. All right, let's go. Speakers are actually off. Good. So we're not getting weird echo chamber. I have occasionally tinkered with just playing headset free and, the microphone open so I can still talk to you guys in the middle of the match. And I haven't gone to go check to see how horrible that sounds. It'll probably sound terrible though. I'd rather you guys get legit Xbox audio. It sounds decent. Okay. What else? Oh, my webcam is being weird. What was that? Oh, it's because we're already launching. We're already getting into a match. I'm like, what am I hearing? Greetings, lobby. Anybody on my team want to coordinate, or is it just going to be random noise and people talking about unrelated stuff? Okay, going calm, silent. Peace. Let's have a good match. See what I mean? I'm the only one that isn't on comms. Alright. But I can't deal with random, crazy, chaotic noise. It's so distracting to me. But I won't over explain. my webcam looks wrong, but do it later. Here we go.
Domination. Let him have it, Black Ops.
All right, I'm cold right now, so I need to do some warming up.
Bravo zone secure. Zone Charlie locked down. We've taken control.
Woof. Almost had him, but my targeting is not super strong.
Hostile confirmed. Losing speed.
Check your aim.
Oof.
Bravo.
Arg.
Taking Alpha. Losing B. We lost B. Incoming flashbang.
Tackle, launch counter UAV. Tackle, launch
Woo.
UAV.
Get the fuck out of my face right now.
Inbound.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
Losing Bravo. Grenade out.
Oh, and you know, I need to rotate my weapons a little more often. Oh, sorry. That was a friendly. Sometimes I overreact because I see somebody and then I don't.
Deploying RCXD. Losing B.
Come on! I was on him. Why was I sloppy all the time? I'm just sweaty and not on top of it right now. But it's okay. It's a warm-up match. Let's go.
Losing Bravo. Sending frag. Securing Alpha.
That's right. Go, go, go. Push to A.
Securing Zone A.
Oh, brutal.
Losing B.
Arming Semtex.
Ah. Oh, sorry. Friendly.
I don't do anything for free. Remember that.
Eyes on enemy. Flashbang.
Oh, there's a guy in the floor. Oh my god, I missed. How did I not? Woo!
Down. Keep him off. Taking A.
Immense counter UAV.
Ah, darn it.
Tackle, get a UAV.
At least we got in there, though. We got in there.
Losing Bravo. Death machine deployed. Bravo lost.
I really should swap out loadouts now.
Weaver's pulling up death machine.
Is that a friendly? Damn it, I couldn't tell. I hate it when I can't tell if they're friendly or not. Oh, this guy.
Bravo is ours. Get down, frag. Hostile subject.
That's right, buddy.
What's your
Fine.
fucking excuse?
Park requesting UAV tasking.
Woo!
Enemy stunned.
Park requesting UAV tasking.
Yeah.
Incoming frag. Take it out.
Oof. It's funny we haven't spawn flipped. I guess this mode doesn't want to do spawn flippies.
Park requesting chopper gunner above.
Oh, darn it. Shit, is that a friendly up there? No, not Yes, it's friendly. Yay. Ah, darn it. Is he back here?
Sniper, get down.
Boom! Get out of my face.
You better be ready to take it.
Dang it, that mannequin always freaks me out. You know what I've never done the mannequin Easter egg?
Track thrown.
I've heard about it, I know about it, but I just have never done it. Whoa! I should have had that. I was right on his face. What machine is he using? What machine was he using? That looked cool. And it hit hard. Come on! Where was the help, little bunny? You should have seen that guy, that peek around the side there. No offense, I'm not yelling at little bunny. Oh my god! Yeah, I'm not on comms, right? I'm not broadcasting all this at the team.
Where you going, mate?
Tack off. Get a care package on my grid.
TACOM, get a UAV in the air.
Enemy grenade. Archangel going hot. Deploy napalm strike on my grid.
Ah!
Operations.
I was hoping I'd be able to like hang out there for a hot second and like pick them off as I've seen people do. Alright, let's switch it up. Oh good, it switched out right here.
Get a UAV on grid. Losing speed.
Okay, we do not seem to be switching the spawn points. Usually the thing. Where the F did that come from? Ugh! Well, let's keep that. Get out of here.
You're an alpha.
Park requesting UAV tasking.
That mannequin in the window freaks me out! I always think it's an actual mannequin. A person,
Go there.
rather.
TACOM, launch counter UAV.
Oh, yeah.
We're losing Charlie. Take this objective. You fucking blind?
Yes.
Your position.
Oh, now we've spawn flipped.
Losing B. We've
Get
lost
it?
Charlie.
Oh, I get it. Get out of my face with that.
This shit ain't over. Requesting care package
Good job.
deployed. Archangel going hot.
Whoa, come on! Thought I had them. I'm still not good at... I'd use the wrong... You know how you do... there's a thing for like rotational aim assist? Which I don't know if it's new or if it's old school, but I still do the wrong thumb when I get in there.
Hang on. Let me call Langley. Give him the good news. Beaver attack off. That's one for the good guys.
Oh yeah. The victory is ours, friends. Okay. One of the other things I need to do is get my headset off. That is a beautiful camo. Is that a default camo or a bundle camo?
Semtex front.
Look at that right there. Boom, 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 boom. I'm always trying to use that corner or that angle. I'm gonna have to. Oh, that's the Dark Matter bundle. Let's go look at that. Someone on my socials mentioned that bundle. And I was like, okay. They had gotten the bundle, and then I guess they got burnt out on Call of Duty, which happens. I get burnt out all the time. My recommendation to that player was like, rotate your games, bro. Like, mix it up. It's not supposed to be a schlong, you know. Okay, let's back out, because now I do want to actually tinker with my loadouts. And I want to fix this webcam situation. What's up with you weird, stretchy, wrong size webcam situation? Let's double check our situations. There we go. And we'll force it to be the wrong size, and then we'll force it to be the right size. Huh. It's still all wonky the wrong size over here. Why? Oh, maybe because I didn't do it right. This. And then go transform. Nope. Scale. Forgive me. I'm fixated on this because I want it to look right. The interlacing. Ooh, that's a button I've never looked at. Blending method, blend scale, filtering, remove, rename, just properties. Crazy. Screw properties. Get the wrong size again. Changing the other one. But this one is still weirdly too big. Okay, whatever. I guess my face is just gonna look funny over on Twitch. I am not this thin. My head is not this oblong. It's just the bounding box on the input is wonky. Okay. Real quick, let's see where to drop these tokens. Let me lower the Xbox volume so it's not too crazy loud for my face. For my voice. Where are we? What's this little sausage machine? A new calling card? That's kind of creepy. That's kind of, that reminds me of Mission Impossible. Go. I like to keep one token in the bank for some reason. It's a new thing for me. Welcome, friends. Hello. Anybody dropping in that's new, please don't be shy. Come on through. Say hi. We're about to tinker with loadouts, which can be a bit tedious for some. But chat it up. Ask me questions. And if you got recommendations, if you've got a preferred machine with a preferred set of attachments, share them up. I know that sometimes people get defensive about that because it's like competitive. But, we're here to be part of a community. Also, I think I need to go relieve my bladder. One moment, please. I am a coffee addict. Like Bender Rodriguez Bender, or whatever his name is, from Futurama, I am a living artifact, robot, machine person that thrive. That probably shouldn't be drinking this much coffee because it's bad for us. But it's like I'm a junkie. I am a coffee junkie. I operate on caffeine, and my body's probably hating me for it. All right, uno momento. It won't take that long, but for shits and giggles, I'm gonna put you in the be right back screen just to make sure. Also, just to do the visual inspection. On faith, I assumed that this particular setup was working correctly, and yes, it's looking dope. Okay. Anyways, here's a little music. I'll be right back in one moment. Okie dokie. Thank you, DJ Zed. I'm going to ease you on out of the feed. Boop. And we're going to jump back into the Xbox. Okay, so it's time to... You're a little too much in my face, microphone. It's time to tinker. Yeah. I'm like, I can't hear anything. I'm like, it's because they're not on my head. This was a recent reward thing. I haven't actually played it, so I don't know if I like it or don't like it yet. And then this is its Black Cell equivalent. These are the new machines that just dropped this season. I went out of my way to make sure I unlocked them first in the Battle Pass, which you can do if you turn off auto reward. I didn't realize that for a hot minute in the beginning. So now I very consciously pick and choose the bits. Okay, what do I want to change? I don't know. I'm in a mood to tweak and alter all these, but I also kind of don't know what I want to change. I want to try something new here. But what? That is the question. What do I want to start. I should probably start balancing out SMGs with ARs, and especially on the front end. So someone that I support on social that is an avid player loves the C9. But I haven't quite found my version of it that works for me yet. Should we just play? Just for orientation's sake, let's just go with a raw version. For now, like this. I don't organize that. I don't use that much. I mean, I do, but it's sort of like, I don't even know what I'm muttering about. Hello, friends. Hello, hello, hello. If anybody new is in the chat, please don't be shy. Say hi. Even as I tinker here, I don't have your names in front of me. I suspect there are people dropping in. If you'd like, oh, there was a C9. It's a C9 build. Okay, now I feel redundant about that. Let's change this up and put something else there. Oh, this is an opening salvo. This is my opening push loadout, which really should have my absolute favoriteest thing. Which is which one? Is this an 8-piece? There's a gold build. There's a gold skin build over here that I really like. I just don't remember which one it is. Oh, you know what? This actually sometimes is fun and useful and has a cool animation. So there's that bonus. Still haven't really used that one very much, so we'll leave it there. And it has a cool animation. We're gonna leave these here because I'm slowly grinding them into, like, as we unlock the stuff, we're trying to figure out what a good build that I find comfortable is. It's actually, I mean, the more I review it, the more I actually don't really want to change it. I don't think I've built gold. I haven't hit gold on any other machine besides the XM4. Like I said, I'm not that amazing. I'm just proud of my progress because I've gotten better than when I started. One of these days in the not too distant future, we will be doing like a roulette wheel chaos tour through all the Call of Duties, and we'll be sure to make a point of visiting the stats department and seeing where my stats are as of the last time I played those games, and then see if I can't push to improve them. Maybe we'll even do a little bit of that today, since we're on top of it and we're already at a good pace for the season in terms of unlocking things. And you know what? Maybe I won't keep all this just the way it is. I kind of want this to be double drill charge. Didn't like that. Let's do that. Let's go back to Danger Close. I'm having two of those of lethals. I'm just having a lineup of double lethals. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I love the Grekova. I kind of just sort of overly rely on the Grek. Oh, excuse me. I shouldn't be yawning just yet. Oh, brain. Let's give that one a whirl. It's got good green bars on it. I'm gonna leave that alone because that's the double whammy of the new loadouts. Should I change this into a double thing? What we should do is put different. Should we go Semtex? I like Semtex. Here we shall do thermal. Here we shall do. I don't really love these two. Hide them places we don't expect them to be, and then pop them. Boom. Although I absolutely love the new perk, the shadow perk, and people use it, but also other people refuse to use it or don't use it because they prefer other combinations of things. It's a fun perk. I like being able to run around and not worry about other people's blast traps and spring mines, etc. We did practice that. Sometimes I saw an amazing, epic, long distance moment that someone captured. I don't know the content creator's name. It's not someone that I've seen much before. It was a random recommendation on the feed of whatever platform I was on. But the setup, the context that they gave in their captioning was that they were in a 1v1. And I think it was some kind of battle royale 1v1. And there was a long distance shot they took with a sniper. Broke a character. They dropped down. They knocked him down. And they were self-reviving. And the content creator, popped them, knocked them down, and then commented on how quick they got to self-revive. And he was, incredulous. But as he did so, he just chucked the tomahawk at them. Almost blind. I don't know that I didn't see any attempt to aim, but then again, he did it immediately after taking the shot. So that makes sense. And then he turned away, chucked it and went to get cover. And it took a hot second, but then kapow! Because they had only just started the self-revive, but they hadn't finished it yet, and they hadn't played it back up yet. Boom. It was epic. Their reaction was adorable. They were just incredulous too. They got up off the chair and ran around in their room. And I was like, that kind of long distance madness is so much fun. And every once in a hot minute, I've done that with the drill charge for some reason. Every once in a while in a hot minute, I will just blind chuck a drill charge and it'll blow something up really cool. And just be like, yes! Yeah, love it. Love it. Let's start the cycle again. I don't know why these are all the same. Let's go Semtex. Not a huge fan of Scene 4 because it's not automated. If this bundle was probably use it more. I didn't realize that it had fun pins on its packaging. I should probably practice using that more. It's just an extra step. You gotta plant it, and then you gotta think about it and know when to pull the trigger on it. And I'm just what I love about the other ones is that they're proximity triggered, and you just set it somewhere you know that they're gonna show up and hope for the best. Pair that up with these. I like putting these together. Put these on opposite sides of the wall in a hallway. So much fun. We did that. We kept that. that's not showing up as the right. There we go. Get that. Should we keep these here? I'm actually pleasantly shocked and surprised that I have the vast majority of my base machines at max level. It's one of those things that when I first started playing, I don't think I ever finished doing that in Modern Warfare 2. Like at all. Not even at 50%. I'll have to go back and visit. The more I talk about it, the more I want to go. Like today. We're going to go and visit Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, and others. And maybe even Modern Warfare 1. Which I find super awesome. And there's a couple of characters in there that I love that I wish were in... are they available in Warzone? They might be. I should play them a little more in Warzone. And I really need to push myself to play Warzone more often. I just don't. Okay. That's enough tinkering for now, I suppose. Hello, friends. Thank you for being here. If you're lurking about, thanks. Don't forget to smash that follow button. Please, 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 if you can hear the sound of my voice, please consider visiting my TikTok, checking out my videos. Yes, some of them are socio-political and I guess moderately controversial, but they all are very real, very raw, very radically unscripted. I am not regurgitating people's talking points, although I get accused of that all the time by folks who just disagree and don't want to think very much. So I encourage you to come on by and put on your thinking caps and apply critical procedural thinking. Hear me out. Not only for the sake of public discourse, but as the theme today is in the meta level, for the development, for the participation in the experimental collaborative development of the book series that I've been struggling to write forever, which will become front and center, the centerpiece of this live stream slowly over time. Shall we jump in? Yeah, let's jump into the Season 4 mosh pit, even though I don't love all the modes there. I am finding these new maps awesome. The bigger the map, the more complicated, obviously, and I'm not super coordinated. I don't know them yet, and I don't have my own established crew. I am always down to recruit. In Modern Warfare 2 and 3, I created a built-in in-game play without my glasses, although that may not be a good idea. An in-game guild you can join. Squad teamwork. I'm trying to reactivate that, but I think it's going to need like an external page to get people really involved. So, in the not-too-distant future, if I get my act together, I'll be launching a Facebook group for the guild to congregate.
Enemy fire.
Hard point. Secure the objective.
Let's go, friends.
Hostiles have the hard point.
What's up, team?
Locked down. Hard point identified.
This new map is dope. And I don't know where anything is.
Hard point is active.
Concussion grenade out. We got a sniper. Enemy, well done.
Hostiles have captured
I'll say
the hard
this.
point.
This map is not dope for trying to get gold with sniper rifles. This shit is AIDS.
Well, sure. That's on you for having that you be your priority right
Hard
now.
point is secure.
I'm just saying in general terms, it's dope. I respect what you're saying, though. It's got to be a challenge.
I will say that I do like this map. This is a fun map. My only problem with it is if the enemy team is smart enough and it's on, say, basically any game mode where if they don't have to, they won't force a spawn flip.
Yeah.
There's a chance that they can get in that water at that little bunker area, and you can just sit there with a sniper rifle and snipe the enemy team from their spawn.
I've found
Either
a couple
side.
of good hiding spots. It's there's the argument: is that legit or is that not legit? It's
Hard
war,
point
right? Like
active.
any advantage is
Hostiles have captured the
advantage,
hard
isn't it?
point.
Yeah.
Someone.
Yeah, now right now I'm just trying to get this.
Hard point
Right.
down.
You're grinding a specific
Fucking
thing.
Hostiles
this
have the
Barrett.
hard point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
just
my-
trying to get the Barrett gold right now. Is all.
Gotcha.
I'm taking a break from ARs because I've been doing ARs nonstop.
Right. I need to do that too. Ouch. I
Hostiles
also
have
need
captured the
to
hard
pay more
point.
attention. Here we go.
Paying attention in Call of Duty? I didn't know that was possible.
Ouch.
It's always that caveat. It's like, I want a team that pays attention. I want a team that's good. You can only have one.
Right. One or the other. In my defense, I
They have to be
knew.
good or they pay zero attention. Quit shooting me, asshole. Well, he can't shoot me anymore. He no longer is a head.
Hardpoint is active. Hostiles
He
have the
encountered
hardpoint.
God.
That's a way to put it.
The 50 caliber freedom seed.
Never working.
Hardpoint locked down.
I know I could make my ADS time faster running a fast mag, but 4 and 5 rounds just is not enough.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Yeah, it's all about balancing those trade-offs. And, you know, preference.
Hardpoint is secure.
Oh, none of those were headshots, but I mean, I murdered a fuckload of people.
There you go.
Ow, goddamn.
Hardpoint located.
Walked right into an
Hostiles have the
HDR.
hardpoint.
Oof.
Tossing Semtex.
Hostiles have captured the
I didn't know
hardpoint.
there was a
like how-
swimming thing here.
Hardpoint
It's
active.
like, how hard do you want to get hit? Yes.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Wow, there are so many nooks and crannies on this one. It's
Hardpoint
crazy.
locked down.
It's not my favorite map, but it's also not my least favorite, because that goes to red card. Or shit, half of the base game maps.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
You are a picky man.
Body drop.
Well, I mean, the thing is, you can have fair complaints for every map in this game.
Word, that's true.
Because when it comes to map design, they try to do things in a way that, like, look great, but they play like ass.
Archangel prepping fire.
Some would say
So,
that's just a skill issue. I'm not saying that, I'm just saying. some
Like,
would.
Hardpoint locked down.
what the fuck's that one map? Babylon,
Oh, yeah.
from base game.
Yeah, yeah.
Babylon, if your enemy team is good enough, you can get spawn trapped the entire map.
Yep.
The entire match. You're fucked.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Some say that's just the strategic
But if-
challenge.
Archangel going out.
If the enemy team is dumb enough to let you get away with it, one of you can just enter one of those little caves and just fuck up their whole team.
Yep. Makes it fun.
So it's a checks and balance thing.
Exactly.
And it's also a thing of some people won't admit it. It's also called you just get outplayed by a better team.
Word.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
And apparently, headlines say a bunch of people have stopped playing, so there's just
Hardpoint located.
lots of sweats left over, like
Hostiles
pro
have the
gamers and
hardpoint.
shit that are still playing.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy. My dad is currently like on a Warzone run with my sister. Like they fucking love playing Warzone. I can't play with them because the way they did skill-based matchmaking in Warzone, it mixes all of your skill-based matchmaking together to give an equal number of players from each skill level. And I'm in games with people that are in the top 400 to 300 in Warzone.
Wow.
Not even because
And
I
they are.
sweat my ass off, but because me and my buddy just play to have fun.
Yeah, yeah.
And so my dad, who's older, he doesn't have the best reaction time, and my sister, who's just brand new to the game, are just getting shit stomped by my lobbies.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I wish there was a way to, like, balance correct for that, because that happens to me, too. I'm like, oh, woof.
Hardpoint identified.
Yeah, because what I used to do is I would, whenever I'd get, kind of like what Tim the Tatman does, where he, like, spectates players from every lobby after he dies. I used to do that shit and then look up where they were in the leaderboards. And the last time I did that in normal BR, the dude that killed me was in the top 100 player base.
Wow. So it means you
So
don't
it's like
suck,
I'm
dude.
getting
That
lobbies. Well, Yeah, but the problem is, when I'm doing dumb shit and not trying to win,
Right.
I get my ass fucked.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm just doing this
Hardpoint is secure.
because I want gold on this fucking sniper rifle.
I have tried to bring the philosophy of just enjoy the game, win or lose, just have a good time, and it helps.
That's where my dad's at.
Probably about as old as your
Hostiles
dad.
have the hardpoint. Hardpoint
My dad
located.
is 44, 45.
Older than your dad, bro.
Down.
Yeah, my dad was born
This
in.
is ours to lose.
I have my dog tags that have his date of
Hardpoint
birth.
active.
Oh, that's cool.
Hostiles have captured
He's born
the
in
hardpoint.
80.
Yeah, I'm literally older than your dad.
Hardpoint is secure.
That's a fun thing to just figure out.
Well, because my thing with my dad, and I love playing with my dad, because he has that similar mentality of, if we're not playing to win, I'm just having fun. Even if I die, I'm enjoying the game.
Totally.
But the thing is, he's also met people his age that are super good at the game, and they do play to win. Like, he's got this buddy named J-Dog that he met playing Warzone. And
Hardpoint
J-Dog
identified.
is in my skill range. This man plays with top 100 players constantly.
Nice.
Like
Hardpoint
top
is down.
100 to 200 players.
Hardpoint is active.
So my dad's going in with this dude,
Hostiles have captured the
and
hardpoint.
J-Dog loves to win. Like, he's going for the win.
Hardpoint is secure.
And my dad will just sit there and apologize every time he dies, because he's just like, I'm sorry, man, I'm just not that good. It's like, I see my dad fuck some people up that are in the top 100
There you go.
just because he outthought them. He didn't outmove them. He can't outmove them.
Right,
He
but
just
sometimes-
tactically
They
They never
outthinks
stood
them.
a chance.
Exactly.
Push the extract center.
I like to
I've never
pretend to
played
be.
this map
That's-
before in my life, and everyone knows all the secret spots.
Yeah. Like that. I like
Don't say yeah. You're on the other team.
I'm not. I was talking to my teammate, dog.
Hey, Frost,
I'm
add
talking
me
to
up,
my
dude.
teammate, dog.
Frost, send me a friend request.
100%. 100%,
Good
dog.
times, good times. Also, kudos to whoever got that
Damn,
best
this
play. That
is-
was intense.
That's good. GG's.
Fucking
GG's.
Jesus.
Thank you. I appreciate you, John Whip. Two
Hell
pigs.
yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Rock on. Yo, win or lose, have fun.
Literally
Try that
just
Tonto
slapped
That's
him
right,
with the
baby.
chode.
With the little kit. It's nice.
Peace, yo. That was dope. That was a good conversation as opposed to a crazy one. All right, I'm gonna back out for a minute. That was a sweaty match. Also, I think I need to. My house is all like, you know how at the end of the day when it's starting to cool off, but all the thermal from the floors, from the ground, literally baking all day, starts to come up. That's what's happened. That's I'm realizing happens at night. Also, my machines start pumping out lots of heat because that's what they do. Computers are essentially heaters, no matter how you slice it. Speaking of which, one of the cleverest things, rock on. One of the cleverest things I've seen recently. I'm gonna dip out so that he doesn't see me online. Not that I don't want to play. We're gonna spin the wheel. Right now, I just need to go adjust the air. Maybe turn on that other fan to help purge the heat. But we're spinning the wheel of variety, folks, because I've been teasing it and teasing it and teasing it, and I haven't actually done it all in a hot minute. And I just had a really cool, successful chat session. Made a new friend whose dad I am older than. Like, by a noticeable margin. I don't like to reveal my actual age online for reasons, and people get mad at me. But yo, folks, you really should avoid, in my humble opinion, revealing too much of your personal identifying information, because it's a universe of scammers out there. Where's my close up? I guess that counts. I need to tweak some. Ooh, that one looks all wonky. I mean, it works on the Twitch side, but it's looking all wonky. And I haven't used this in a while, so there's stuff about it that might need sprucing up. Like, for example, I don't care about this anymore. Get rid of the viewer count. In fact, they strongly suggest that you don't even use a viewer count widget, because especially if you're new like I am, or you just don't have lots of viewers yet. But I'm always out here tweaking and trying to make it look better. Oh, dang it. I've ruined the other side was laid out. Ow. Sorry, microphone. Okay. What's going on with the should I just drop? Hold on. I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna unlock this. DJ said, play a little music while we're here doing something not very actiony. We're gonna do a little bit of this, and then a little bit of that, so we get rid of the stupid letters that don't make any sense. Background don't matter. Okay, now we're gonna lock that down. We do want to show the follower. That's gotta be. Is it not working? It's not working anymore. Fine, get rid of it. Bye, weird thing that doesn't work anymore. It's not too big. So we stick it like that. Oh, it's doing that weird thing again. Hello, friends. Here I am, assessing your There's so much that goes into this. Those streamers don't share. It's so much work. There is so much work involved in sit like this. I don't like it. I don't like that. And also, this is all weirdly too big. I mean, I don't care. It just doesn't fit the frame. You know what we're going to do? I have an idea. We're going to get rid of this background. Even though it's cool that it says just chatting. Like, I get it. Like, we're going to center on screen with that. Okay. And then we're going to repurpose a different widget. Take off these headsets so I don't preemptively give me a headache before we jump back into the game. So that was dope. Shout out to all those players who were ultimately friendly and chatty. I always find it weird and interesting when people don't chat until the very, 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 very end and then try to talk all over each other to get. But I also am grateful that like I'm a shut up and focus for me, because as you know, as what's his name was saying, older players, of which I am most definitely one. I am not some young whippersnapper with, teenage reflexes. I'm older than I look. And for fictional literary cosplay reasons, I'm even older than that. Because I'm a robot from the future in a parallel universe. What are we doing? I'm going to finish making this look at least kind of thematically cool by repurposing the starting soon scene. Wait, cancel. Let's go to the original starting soon scene. Can I break that apart more? No. Sometimes the lettering is a separate element, but not this time. That's fine. I'm gonna rename this to remind myself that it is a cam scene so that I see my face. Right. Blah blah blah. This is me making content about the process of how we make content here. Okay? It's content making, content creation, content. Ba-dum-bum. Now we're gonna drop it behind all the things. And look at that. Even if the webcam is looking all, you know what's probably happening? What's compounding problem is that it does this other weird thing at the web driver, at the driver app. Maybe the combination of resizing won't be too long. But whatever. It makes sense. How is this version? No, I gotta make this version of it bigger on this off-center. That off-center vibe to replicate the black hole. I really love the design of this. Kudos to whoever made this for the streaming community. It's dope. I didn't design this. I'm capable of it. Dear automated graphic artist sales bots. Sorry, not sorry, but I am actually a professionally trained video editor, graphic designer. I don't need those services. I may not be the best at it, but I hold my own. Almost all the graphics that you see, like for example my title card floating off over there. It's so weird. The physics of pointing to things on camera, it's so bizarre. I wish I'd made this black hole thing. I didn't. Someone over at the Streamlabs collective of artists that do the Streamlabs loadouts, which, by the way, genuine, honest, unpaid endorsement. OBS, I understand, is technically better at that's a whole nother thing. Pin on the corkboard. I keep forgetting. And if you don't know what that means, imagine a collection of a bunch of interconnected things, reminders, ideas, like the conspiracy theory board with the meme and the guy going like this. What show is that from? I know that character. I just don't remember the name of the show. Anyways, that's this. It's a visual reminder that we talked about something. It connects to other ideas that we've also talked about before and that we probably want to come back and revisit it. And your job is to collect them in your mind or write them down if you want. And help me as an audience to string together the details. Anyways, yada yada yada. Bum 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 bum. Okay, DJ Zed is doing stuff. He's mad at me he gets mad at me when I sing stuff that doesn't jive with what he's playing. Because I can't hear it right now on headset free. What are we doing? What am I doing? Right, we're spinning the roulette wheel of variety, chaos, variety. That's what we're doing next. Which of the many Calls of Duty do we want to jump into next? You know what? I know. We're going to go straight back into the most recent ones that we've played. We're going to go visit Modern Warfare, and Modern Warfare. One of those two. Only because there's a few bits that I missed there. And I'm really, really curious about my stats. You saw earlier, do I have a screenshot? I think I have a recent collection of screenshots. And if I don't, open. If I don't, I should, sorry, my iPad sometimes needs to stare lovingly at my face to know that it's supposed to open. Hello. Actually, they may already be kind of out of date. Let's take a screenshot. We're gonna jump back in. Cool. That was fun making friends. All right, we don't need to listen to them again. I love this, but we've done honored it. Oh, DJ Zed, quit it. Oh, that was perfect timing. Boop. Join me in heading back into. There we go. That's the iPad. Chat show screen iPad. That's interesting. I don't have it labeled correctly. Well, let's rename that. Chat show. Oops. Rename. There we go. We'll come back to that. Why do I have that there? Pause. Okay. Oh, I didn't. I tried to create a formula for what my loadouts, scenes, and sequence and order and stuff, so that it's universal. And that no matter which of these different graphics loadouts that are available in the Streamlabs shop, there's a handful of free ones, but the best ones, all my favoritist ones, are indeed ones that you can only acquire and collect if you are on the paid subscription. But here's the fun open secret. I don't think it's a secret, but let's say you subscribe to Streamlabs for like 3 months to check it out. And in the course of those 3 months, you pick your favorite graphic loadouts and install them and organize them and get them ready, and you start using them. And then you decide, while you appreciate the robust features available in the pro mode, you're really just streaming to Twitch and or TikTok and or both like I am, and you don't really need to pay the subscription fee. Well, once you go back to free mode, the downloaded graphics remain available to you to keep using, as you can see right here. And for that, I am very, very, very grateful. Thank you, Streamlabs. You guys are dope in that regard. Like I was saying, I know that OBS, the OG platform or app, it's not a platform. It is, but the OG app is technically lighter on the resource demand, the resource load for your machine, PC or Mac. And then for me, I've been recommended many times that I would be technically better off working with OBS because it runs faster and lighter. But its user interface is more complicated, less intuitive, and clunkier, and I don't like it. And I've tested it. Now, I'm down to test it again. One of these days, we're going to do a compare and contrast content making episode about making content. And we'll do that. We'll do a little review, compare and contrast, revisiting OBS. And if I ever get around to figuring out how to work the TikTok streaming app, there is supposedly a way. What are we doing? Xbox main cam close up. Oh, ew. That's a fun, weird. What did I do here? Some choices were made, and I'm not liking them. We're gonna have to stop and fix that up a bit. But first, let's go look at. Let's not get derailed. DJ Zed, you're clashing with the. Oh no, you're not. I muted you. I already stopped. I forgot. Unmute you. So next time I start playing, you're not dead silent. It's weird when it happens. Okay, so what I want to do is go really quick and take a fresh set of screenshots of. I know I just did this, but but I want to do like a slideshow. So we're going to do this right now. I'm going to do a slideshow of my Black Ops, all the ones that I've been playing on a regular basis, like since Modern Warfare 2 dropped. So I'm not going to go all the way back to Vanguard or whatever, but we're going to do quick tour. Black Ops 6 stats, Modern Warfare 3 stats, Modern Warfare 2 stats, and it will be sad and pathetic because I was way suckier back then. But if the point of it is to make a cool little slideshow for the TikTok world to go, hey, look at me, I'm actually getting better at the game. All right, let's go. Screenshot. 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 You know what we're going to do? We're going to mute the Xbox so we don't have like redundant Xbox music because we listen to it all the time. Some people love to play the game and have custom music playing in the background, and I wish I could pull off using. I guess I'll try again later to see if it's gotten better now that I've figured out the best video graphics settings for Streamlabs desktop. But when I've tried using the built-in licensed royalty-free pop music, there's like radio stations. App that you can use. You drop in a very specific like audio source into Streamlabs and it plays stuff. When I tested it like a year ago, it did not play very well. And that may have been because I had a bunch of other settings and maybe even my audio settings all wrong. It took me forever to like tinker and experiment to get it to work just right for my machine. Okay, there we go. We got these. Let's back on out. We're now going to go, because variety, chaos, variety. We're gonna go Modern Warfare 3. Launch Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer zombies. Let's go. I'm gonna list. Does it still play the launchy bit for this? I don't remember. Hopefully it does, because I love it too. Oh, Xbox, come back. There we go. Oh yeah, I missed this. This was also dope. With the chatter in the background. And then it sort of, I think, doesn't it build and then it... Oh no, it didn't do the thing. It's just regular lobby music. Okay. So, oh, I missed this operator. That's so purple and cute. Yeah, I'm like that. If that bugs you, you can GTFO right now. Deep down, I am a lipstick lesbian trapped inside a man's body, and that's a whole nother issue. I wouldn't identify as, quote, trans, but I do support the overall adult community being able to do whatever the F they want. There's some quagmire of issues when it comes to younger people, but I do think that we shouldn't be dumping a bunch of bigotry on them. As I've said this before, and I've already made, like, the magic movie loop, but bruh, online video games is not a free-reign marketplace for bigotry. You're still part of a community. And if you don't care about other human beings, that says a lot about you and about the like metaphysical, spiritual damage at your ego construct that you need to attend to and heal. Please and thank you. Clip that, Eclipse. All right, what are we doing? We're looking at... the interface is ever so slightly different. Here's the thing that I miss from Modern Warfare 2 and 3. War mode. I never really played Cutthroat. Ground war. Invasions. I love them. And we don't have the equivalent big mappiness of these kinds of modes in Black Ops. Which I get it. They're two different sub-franchises. Interconnected, but technically of different universes. First things first. Guess what, friends? You can still unlock stuff. There's still not just. I think I successfully managed to unlock all these, all the things. But if you're like, oh, I never finished and I still play it, like, don't forget to go look here in the Armory Unlock Challenge. Same thing with operators. You can go figure out what you need to do to unlock any missing operator. I think there's only one operator I have not unlocked out of here, and that's because I have not played. I never ever once the entire year that this was the primary game, I never played Defender Mount Zaya, the cooperative missions. I played one co-op mission with good buddy Gnome Tough, and it was so hard. We played it for hours. It's the one where you got to jump around, and it's basically a platform puzzle. No shooting. It was all platformy stuff and about like you push that button over here and I'll push this button over here and we can get across. So effing hard. Fun, but impossible. So I never unlocked this character because I never played that particular thing, but everybody else I unlocked. That's not what we're here to look at though. Excuse the yawning. What are we here to look at? Hello, load. There's so many characters from here that I love and miss that I wish were available in Black Ops. Bundles, vehicles, calling card, emblem, clan tag. What's my calling? Oh yeah, I'm rocking the. I played this from beta. Love beta. And as you can see, the store is obviously still active. Of course, it's still active. I don't know that I'm gonna ever. I would have to have made some money doing this. So then I can then have fun splurging on this and plenty of other games that I would indeed enjoy supporting the companies and the developers and more importantly, the folks that played. Okay, so there's no, interesting. There's no breakdown by prestige levels because the prestige thing worked differently here. But here's my Modern Warfare 3 career stats. As you can see, much lower than my general average over in Black Ops 6. And I played this game all year long. Obsessively. Lifetime, and then they give you the last 10 games. But I haven't played in a hot minute, so it's my win-loss ratio is at a flat 0. I also didn't play ranked that entire year, apparently. Or not enough to have... Let's look at the career. Despite that, I did manage to, by the end of the year, make it into the top 8th percentile of the global... No, is that friends only? Never mind. I'm a liar. I lied. I forgot to switch it over to... Oh, no, wait. Is this friends only? Which one is... I'm now confused by how it looks. It didn't switch the thing. I don't know, maybe this is just isn't live anymore. Or it's not functioning anymore. But apparently, if this is to be trusted and this is default global stats and then you click the button and it turns you to friends, which is the opposite over in Black Ops 6, I made it, if I'm reading this right, in the top 8th percentile of the global multiplayer population. I didn't make it onto the actual leaderboard list that I'm aware of, because even at the top 10%, there's still thousands of people that are better than me. So interesting. Oh, I should update the show info real quick because we are going to play a match or 2 or 3 right here. Let's go. Let's do TikTok roll call too while we're at it. Hello, friends, and welcome. Anybody lurking about, please don't be shy. Say hi. Drop something in chat. Say hello. Put a little emoji or something, so that we know that you were there, and that I can read your name without it rushing past me. Speaking of which, here's TikTok roll call. Nat Cat. Period. Kyra. Morley Bartnoff. Hello, Marley. I know him. Astley, Earl, 7777. Marley, I apologize if I mispronounced your name. It's been a hot second since I heard it live, but I don't know if you're still watching, but thanks for dropping by and visiting. To the rest of the world, super wicked, badass, talented musician that I had the very, very real and distinct honor and pleasure of supporting. I can't really say working with, because that would be an unfair description, but casually you could say I worked with him. I supported a production at a technical capacity at a venue that I used to work at, which shall remain unnamed for the sake of for many reasons, not the least of which is I don't know if they're even still operating and or if the same management is still involved. But for a hot second at a venue in Los Angeles, I was the technical director, which is kind of mind-boggling. And Marley was part of a super awesome rockin' and rollin' talent. Every member was talented, and they were a tribute cover band to a particular classic rock group that everyone should know. Super nostalgic. I loved it. Everybody who came to watch it loved it. And the show ran for quite a while, and we did a couple shows. They came back a couple times. I almost got to go on tour with them, except that my boss wouldn't let me go do the tour because he was definitely using and abusing and underpaying me. It's one of the reasons I don't want to drop too many big names. But if you're still there, bro, keep up the good work. Thanks for being a random occasional visitor on the social media, and say hi to the rest of the gang. Hope everyone's well. I have not kept up with news about that group. But I do cherish the very fond memories of managing the show, unlocking the gates, stalking the bar, helping the audience, and then getting to sit and rock out with everybody as you guys laid down the jam. I shit you not. And it was a classic rock cover band, right? Of an old classic rock band. I don't want to I don't want to over-identify it, like I said, for paranoid reasons. But what was so fun about it, for me, as a fan of the group that they were covering, was that they nailed the songs. Like, just nailed them. Chef's kiss of perfection. And as an audience member, I'm a big, big believer in the power of audience, bruh. Like, that's why I'm like trying to find my own real audience of real human beings. When a group of people gather together to consume art, magic happens. And it was magical to see people my age, people my parents' age, people my grandparents' age, and people, younger and younger and younger, all there to enjoy and celebrate and commemorate the memory and the art and the craft of that original classic rock band vis-a-vis the beauty and the talent and the power of this group that was playing them, playing the music, playing the covers. I miss those days. Good times. Ow, sorry. I gotta not bang into the microphone. Alrighty. That was a fun sidebar. Shout out to everybody who dropped by. What else were we going to do? Oh, I guess I was going to take a picture of my stats, which I did not do. I forgot to do that part. Multiplayer, lifetime career stats, not as good. And I'm sad that there's also not a breakdown of... They do this stuff, which is interesting. So you can see your top ranked machines, etc. Why did they change the names of stuff? The BP-50 is now the something on the other. I miss breacher drones. I miss this version of the proximity mine. Breacher drones were fun. Too bad they couldn't acquire targets. It wasn't quite as fun. I really loved, cutting back to nerding out about details, Call of Duty Mobile rocks. Anybody who disparages the Call of Duty Mobile version of Call of Duty, are you really a Call of Duty fan? Like, what's wrong with you? And there, in Call of Duty, they have like a little autopilot drone thing that you chuck up into the air. It'll climb, acquire a target, and then zwow! And I love those. I miss them, and I wish they were part of Black Ops 6. Okay. Is there a place where we can see... look, it'll show me my Modern Warfare 2 record. Again, subpar. Never quite got to above a 1. So like 0.73, 0.98. I was getting close. Oh, I love the music. I miss the music. I didn't play DMZ much. All right, let's play a little something. Where's the edit playlist bit? There we go. What do we got? Free for all, domination, search and destroy, kill confirm, hardpoint, control, headquarters, capture the flag. Capture the flag. Let's not play that. Demolition, escort, gun game, boom. That's it? That's all we got? We'll go team deathmatch, domination. We'll add kill confirmed and hardpoint. There we go. Let's go! Modern Warfare 3. Oh, I never changed the stream info. Real quick, as the game is loading in. Modern Warfare 3. Aw, I wish they'd not left the Halloween season cover on that. They need to go. I would love it if they brought back one of the more on-brand versions. Okay, let's go back to TikTok Live. I just recently learned you can update the stream info. This is Modern Warfare 3. Kapow! Welcome to the madness. We are now playing Modern Warfare 3 for a hot minute. Oh, whatever. Let's let whatever the map is. It's been so long. This is gonna be crazy. Ow! I keep hitting the microphone. I'm so sorry. It must sound terrible. Greetings, lobby. See, no one ever says hi. All right, let's go. I haven't played this in a hot minute. So, it's going to be a bit of an adjustment. My brain's going to be like, what the F is going on? Oh, I need to bring you back to the game, don't I? Sorry, you guys have been going like, what the Here we go. Alright, let's go. Alright, I don't remember... Ooh, what's with these textures not loading in right? Come on, textures, load in right, buddy. Ugh, everything looks gross. Is this what it's supposed to look like?
All operatives, you're clear to engage.
I vaguely remember this map. Okay, I remember the layout. But I don't remember it looking like this. Is this like an update to the vibe of it? Let's follow this guy. Everything looks like it's covered in oil. What happened? Yeah. Oh, brutal. Hopefully it reloads. No, this almost looks like that's what. Got your six. Ah! Let's switch it up. Let's pick different things.
Hostile UAV in the area.
It definitely looks like everything burnt. I don't know if that's intentional. Ah, brutal. And he didn't get triggered. Didn't trigger my thing. Oh, I missed this other one. There's like these other. There we go. Woof.
Covering your six.
Get out of here. Oh, brutal. Of course someone snuck up behind me. Follow this guy around. This is not what the map used to look like. Oh, shnika.
Taking fire. Enemy UAV
Zubar.
active.
Following you, Zubar. What are you shooting at, buddy? Where'd Zubar go?
Grenade.
Whoa!
Stealth bomber inbound.
Where'd that come from? Whoa!
Friendly UAV online.
Woof! I obviously need to come back into these games and revisit everything. Maybe double check that if they need an update or something. I mean, I don't think the game would launch if it didn't have an update. But I don't remember the game looking like this before. Or this map looking like this. What the?
Hostile UAV in the area.
Woof! Obviously these are not long range enough for this setup, but let's go anyways.
Hostile airstrike near your location.
Ah! It looks like a base level of texture is completely missing. Ugh! Also, it feels like my movement is off. I need to update settings to compensate for the fact that I'm now used to Omni movement. And this isn't quite Omni movement. Okay, win or lose, I'm having fun. No matter what. It's about having fun. And I am having fun. Ugh. I forget where all the hidey spots are. And look at that guy, was not looking like a... Dang it! There's two of them. Only one of me. Where'd they go? Where is that? See, I forget where everything is. Oh, this is like my favorite spot to hang out because of the music. Woof. Oh. I'm sorry, friendlies.
Hostile UAV in the area. Friendly UAV on station.
Ah, those are way too far away. I'm trying. Where I need something. Service. I don't remember the machines anymore. I don't remember what's what anymore. Come on. I don't like that you can't.
Enemies here.
Woo! Got you right there, buddy. What the fuck was that? Woof! Ah, darn it. Ooh, I remember that loadout. I used to piss people off with hammer and shield once I got the hang of it. Because I used to be able to just run around and like bash people with that. That took forever though. That was at the very end of the live season cycle. And I was I'm not exactly the best at it, but oh shit. Get out of my face with that. Ooh, this is the one machine that I've gotten gold. That's right. I should have looked for that first. Looked up my gold machine. Someone's coming out our way here.
Enemy precision airstrike. Getting hit hard.
Dang it. I already feel the absence of Omni movement, which pisses me off. I want to be able to like move as quick. Woo! Also, I miss auto inject. Again, I don't pretend to be the best player ever. I am constantly trying to get better.
Mission failed.
And, you know, you win some, you lose some. That was fun, though. That was super dope to get back into Modern Warfare 3. Oh! Look at them all piled up in the corner. .35. But look at the top team member had a 3.09. I never got that good. Is that guy cheating? I don't know. But huzzah! I am so excited and glad that the lobbies are still active, that people are still playing, that, you know, for all the nostalgic complaints that people make, it's like, bro, just fire up your favorite game. This one's the best, that one's the best, and the new one's trash. Well, then go play. Why are you on social media acting like a big giant crybaby when you can just fire up your favorite game and play it? No offense, Sorry, not sorry. Just some brotherly tough love. Clip that, Eclipse. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and boom, boom, boom. This is gonna be a relatively short episode. No offense, because I got tons of other stuff I want to do. But I did want to actually activate the variety of chaos variety part. So we're on a little mini mission. That was Modern Warfare 3. We're gonna go visit Modern Warfare 2. Which I was a little bit... I feel like I was better at Modern Warfare 2 than I was at Modern Warfare 3 until I got good at Modern Warfare 3. But I don't remember. I don't know. Let's go do that. Let's check in with TikTok. No new viewers since the last time we did TikTok roll call. Modern Warfare. Oh, let's type it in. TD. What? Warfare 2. We'll be doing this a lot more often. It's one of the central. Wow, those need some wiping down. It's one of my central ideas / gimmicks. For those of you who do not know, who may be new, who might be dropping in to watch right now, I'm an old school gamer that lived with the frustration of missing out on all of these epic game franchises for the last 30 years. Right? I was playing some games, I was gaming, but not at this level and not any of these titles. Like, I missed out, and so I'm now overcompensating. So thank you for joining me as we do that. This is a little there's a little sample taste of what it's going to be like. I do need to knock out some other goals for today because my drives are chock full of game, some of which I'm never really going to play, but I want to at least touch base with them, do a first impression review, because one of the things I'm also doing is like trying to play in that, review space of like, hey, look at this game. It's pretty cool. Let's check it out. Do you want to play it? Okay, so I really, Hardcore Shipment, La Casa, Shipment 24/7, Gunfight Blueprints. I really miss this. I'm not going to play this right now because it's slightly longer duration of a match. And out of all the modes in in this game, these are the ones that might not have enough people playing or wanting to play. But we will check it out. Ooh, there's bounty. Let's get rid of some of these other ones to try and get bounty because I do love bounty. Whatever it's called. Yeah, there we go. I miss all this. I miss that character. She was my first in Modern Warfare 2. She was my first character doll crush. She's adorable. But my one true love in the Call of Duty character universe is Major Motoko from the we don't see her in Warzone, which is a tragedy, an absolute tragedy. But she is featured in Call of Duty Mobile, and there was a big giant crossover IP event like we're about to do with the John Wick ballerina movie, but it was Ghost in the Shell. And it was right in the middle of when I was just playing Call of Duty Mobile, and then I hadn't expanded my collection yet. I don't remember if I was streaming it. I probably was. But yeah, number one, absolutely my favoriteest character to play. Oh, I haven't put start yet. Silly me. So yeah, we're going to be doing this more often. Not just with these recent games, but also with a bunch of these, including the complete named Black Ops titles. I don't have World at War, which is technically the prequel. Though that's where like Modern Warfare and Black Ops sort of both were born out of, and when they split up, according to the community lore that I've heard about it. I haven't gotten it. It's old enough and of that generation. Oh, I should have taken the headsets off for a hot minute. I'm already starting to get that headache. That game is there's a certain boundary line where like the engines were different and the movement was different, and it's just clunkier and slower and blah. And I mean, I still love them, but I don't enjoy playing them quite as much. I think we'll play without the glasses because they're just adding to the pressure on my head. Any hoodles. But one of these days I'll probably get around to getting that in order just to like say I have the entire universe completely collected. Is that the only one I'm missing? That might actually be the only... No, I don't have the OG original Call of Duties, like the first 4. We go far pretty back. I've got World War II, the one with the iconic World War II guy with the steel blue eyes. Let's go. What's up, map? I haven't been in this map in a hot minute. Hello, lobby.
Team deathmatch. All Saber, you've got the nod. Weapons free. On your 6. You've taken the lead.
RPG tank coming!
Oof. Whoa. Did I hit it? I don't think I did.
RPG! Throwing a shocker!
I missed this map. This map is good. I never quite mastered it. I love its angles. It's got a lot of cover and fun places to pop on people. Now the only thing I'm missing is Omni movement. Can we start a petition for them to retroactively... Ah, brutal. It's like, I miss maps that are this big. And then, I mean, you know, I'm not complaining about Black Ops 6 or anything. I am absolutely a Black Ops 6 fanboy. People will say that that's dumb, but...
We've lost the lead.
What are you doing playing the game if you hate it? If you hate the game, get the GTFO, you know?
Blood for blood!
Ah, brutal. Why did I switch weapons? I shouldn't have switched machines right then. Where's everybody?
Flash out! Throwing Semtex!
Shock sticker!
Got the sniper!
Lots of friendly.
Resupply.
Get over here.
Enemy UAV
Can I climb
overhead.
this up here? To climb up here? No.
Get back!
Look alive!
Oh, brutal. That killed me and not them. What the F? That should have totally gotten them. Instead, I blew myself up. Good times. I haven't done that in a while.
Throwing a shocker!
Reloading! Covering your 6!
Ah! Gosh darn it. That's another thing that... I mean, I'm not... I should probably try different loadouts here. Okay, they're getting me with shotguns. Let's go. Let's see how good I can... I don't know why... Oh my god!
Requesting recon flyover!
Hostile counter UAV overhead.
Yeah, it's a little sticky for me now. The movement is like not quite as satisfying. It's not horrible.
Throw grenade!
Changing mag!
Hostile UAV in the area.
I still sometimes got it. Woof. What the F? That was a shot. Was that a shotgun? Oh no, that's what he's doing. I used to do that. I haven't done that in a long time. It's an M4 with the grenade launcher. At some point I had it set up like that. And I get it. It's fun. Oh, I actually used to piss people off. It was one of the few things I got to gold. And I hadn't done that in a hot minute.
Loading AP rounds!
Although sometimes that's not really that helpful.
Enemy counter UAV is active. Enemy UAV overhead.
Ah! Fucking blindathon. Is that a friendly? It's fucking friendly. Gosh darn it!
Flash out!
There's somebody right here. Fencing with us. Where are you?
Taxi! Eyes up!
Get. Oh, shit! Ah, come on!
Push them back.
That's just. I'm out of practice. It's ever so slightly different response times in this version of the game. Son of a gun! You're sitting over here camping that corner. We're gonna get you now. We're gonna get you now.
Covering your six.
Survivor
Oh,
online.
there. Oh, is that? I forgot that your own bullshit impacts you. Aw, dang it! Someone already got him for me.
Enemy UAV active. Reloading!
Is he gonna come out? Must have gone the other direction. Oh my god, of course he's behind me. Son of a gun. I do totally miss this though. I just wish that they could retroactively give it the movement of the new game. You know how like they synchronize the movement options with Warzone? I'm not broadcasting, am I? Sorry.
Our UAV is orbiting the area. Friendly UAV online.
Ah! Clever!
Our counter UAV is
Son of a
active.
gun! You knew they had to come
Hostile
back
missile in
there.
the area.
That was
Enemy
dope.
down!
That you gotta give them credit for that. That's friendly.
We'll make it.
It's just so much.
Tossing frag!
It feels like the movement is just slower in terms of
Target
what I
destroyed.
want it to do versus what it's actually doing. Come on. Do I don't have a launcher set up. I never did set that up. I always loved shooting down people's airstreaks, air flying streaks, but I never
Hostiles
really.
launched an SAE.
Stand tall.
Oh, it's over here, sniper queens, and all respect to anybody who's great at a sniper. It's just frustrating. Especially since in this version, I've never played snipers. Son of a gun!
We're getting hit hard. Moving. 26. Throw grenade!
Ugh. Where are they? This guy over here camping in the back.
Tossing grenade! Go your back! Flash out!
Alright, well, I didn't help improve my
Mission
stats
failed.
on
Return to
either
base.
of these, but I had a blast. And as short as that was, I'm gonna take a break, friends, and grab a bite to eat, and then we will return. 0.33. It seems to be stuck at a 0.3 kind of level. But there you go. You can clearly see. See, look, I only got as far as Prestige 10. Oh no, that's higher. That's more prestige than I'm at now. Oh, did we look at the thing? I don't think we did we? Oh, we saw the thing from before. Over in what's up, Santa Claus? Whiskers and Tango. Fun stuff. What are we looking for? Let's go look at this here. See if this got a slightly different display than what we saw. Oh, leaderboards. Let's go look at the leaderboards for career stats multiplayer. I wonder if this is just bad data now. I don't know. But apparently I'm still at roughly 8%. And again, I think we already got that screenshot, didn't we? Yes, we did. 0.73, 0.98. Not great. Not horrible. My times played always confuse me. Like, I've seen people's stats, screenshots like that, and their times played is like epic huge. And I was literally playing this game obsessive compulsively with all the free time in the world. I do admit that I don't put in 8-hour sessions. My brain is just like, that's too much, man. You gotta chill. Should we do a little battle royale casual? No, I gotta do a special episode because we gotta do a whole, like, we're gonna boot camp battle royale and get back into it, which I kind of started. Loading screen. Weapons XP. What is this? It's a spray. I finally figured out how to get the spray menu to pop up correctly. Oh, I never did look up the screenshot about whatever this special thing is. There's some sort of special, like, drop a spray somewhere in a specific map and you'll get a special reward. And it's like a time-limited thing. And I haven't seen that message of the day again. But I know I took a screenshot of... Ow! Sorry. It doesn't actually hurt, but I feel bad that I banged my head into it. Let's try to find that screenshot. Where are you, screenshot? Oh, it wouldn't be here. Easy, crazy man! Spring-loaded. That's comedy. It's awkward because it's blocking itself, but whatever. We'll do it like this. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the Xbox. I'm looking for the Xbox app. All right, friends. We're gonna. Oh shit! What screen am I on? Oh, thank God! I was really worried that I had left you guys on the camera watching the desktop and not the game for that whole session. I have done things that dumb, that absent-minded. Thank goodness it wasn't that. Okay, but now please join me over here on the iPad. We're gonna go look up this screenshot that I keep talking about. We just took all those. Where is the message of the day? There it is. I meant to post this. Happy place. Everyone has a favorite place to drop, so what is yours? Tag it with the Happy Place spray and share your favorite locations across Verdansk. Once you tag your happy place, you'll receive a special calling card in your account. It's a pretty basic looking calling card, just a parachute drop look. But now we gotta figure out, like, do I even have that yet? We'll do this real quick just to see if I've got that spray or if I need to unlock it. Is it sitting in the battle pass? And then I'm not going to play anymore. So if you're just here to watch the game play, the gaming action. Oh, ew, no, this one needs fixing. Let's go over here. That seems all kinds of out of whack. I wonder when the ballerina movie actually drops on streaming. On live streaming, that's a different thing. What are we doing? We're going into thing. Going into. Where? We're going into. Oh no, should be over in Verdansk in Warzone, huh? Well, we'll start it here. Loadout, score sheet, firing range. Where do I go? It's customizations. Barracks. Customize. Emotes and sprays. Right, what do we got for emotes? Oh, I want to hit that emote in the game more often. This is my default because it's from the beta, and I like it's just cutesy. I've been meaning to replace that with something, but let's look at sprays. I used to have a completely different collection of sprays. Excuse me. What are we looking for? We're looking for a spray that says Happy Place. Is that already here? Or is it? Let's see what it says about it being locked. Easy to find. It literally reads Happy Place. And it's got a big shiny. Ooh, what's this? That's so purple. Where does that unlock by purchasing a bundle? I wonder which bundle it is. Oh, I bet I know which one. That's from a bundle. Is Happy Place from a bundle? I bet we're gonna get to it. It's gonna say unlock in battle pass. 250 ranked play wins. I haven't even started playing ranked yet. But my goal for this year was to try my darndest to get into actually playing ranked on a regular basis. And I've let half the year go by, and I haven't done it. So I'm really gonna try to double down now on that. Got some plays right here. Oh, it's probably the community. Excuse me. Oh, look, it is! It is here! It is available! Dope! I don't remember when it got unlocked, but we're gonna load that up right there, buddy. Love for the game. Beta. I want to put GG. Alright, now we've got that loaded up. That was something I almost forgot to go and do. So there you go, friends. It's a fun little mini event that's happening if you're into collecting calling cards. Some of us totally are, some of us are not. Some people think that collecting camos is the only point of the game. So like that guy was talking about, he was just grinding for his gold camo on a sniper. In a objective specific mode game on a new map. Dubious series of choices, in my humble opinion. I'd worry less about focusing on the camo grind and more on learning the map and what weapons and stuff are the bestest things for getting it done. But who the F am I in Black Ops Season 6 Battle Pass? Ooh, this one's fun. What's this? Complete all elite operator challenges. What? I did not know I'd done that. That's a thing. That's an achievement. Dang. Okay, it's Pride Month, and I'm proud to rock the Pride Month because, hey, yo, LGBTQ human beings are human beings. We can go into a whole discussion about that whole what's the word? It's logistically unfair argument about like, oh, we need to have a military pride month, and I'm like, bro, you have 3. You just don't realize it because you're not really that patriotic. But America's got 3 different month-long honorings of the military. Military Children of the Military Month. And I don't remember what the other ones are called, but there's a meme. I don't remember the labels. Anyways, I did not know I had achieved that. I am excited about that. I'm gonna pop. Ooh, it's already on here. You know what we're gonna do though? I'm gonna like choose it. I'm gonna put them on here. I want to brag because for me this is big. This is a. Whoa! What happened? Are we not allowed to triple them up? It's not. Okay, whatever. Used to be able to do that and put like multiples in a row. I guess they decided that that's not a cool thing. Well, at least now I've doubled them up on top. As far as what the new emblems do I have, if any? Oh, teleported down to the bottom of the list. That would be cool to be the Balloon of Doom. Reach gold rank in Warzone ranked play in the season. And in if I was focusing on Call of Duty Mobile exclusively, I'd be what is peace? I would be way higher ranked. I would be in ranked because in fact in Call of Duty Mobile I almost exclusively play ranked. I don't know which one to put on here. Oh, excuse me. Nah. That's my brain. Deathglow. That's season 2. That's Nuketown. Loyal followers. That's from watching someone else's live stream. It's like a special perk. But, well, there we go. That's my new combo for now. Alright, folks. Thank you so much for joining us for that. What am I looking for? What am I looking through this about? I don't even know. Your viewership is deeply appreciated. Please, if you haven't yet, subscribe, smash the follow button. Come on through more often. Visit us for more exciting gameplay of the variety type, of the variety style. When I do come back, I was saying this all day yesterday, and then every time I came back to stream, I impulsively played more Call of Duty. Not going to do that to myself today, because I don't want to burn out. That's what happens. I start to kind of like find a rhythm, but then I over fixate, and then I get burnt out, and I don't play it for a hot minute, and then I get sucked into some new game that's like super cool and not quite as technically demanding as Call of Duty is, and then I ruin my stats and my ongoing, living skill progression for my body. So I will be back today with more stuff after a brief break, but it will really for reals be something of a random, chaotic, not Call of Duty franchise choice, and we'll proceed from there. As always, friends, I pray and hope that you will find peace, love, and grooviness blossoming in your hearts, and that you'll remember to go out there and be good human beings to each other, especially in public, but also on the social media, in the DMs, on the public discourse side of all things. Blah, 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 blah. Usual stuff. We're going to back out onto the game. Let's go. We're going to play a little farewell music. Hasta la vista, amigos. I feel like I've already said all my goodbyes. So, I'm done, I guess. I'll be back soon. That was a terrible Arnold impression. What was I even going for with that? I'll be back. I used to do a pretty decent Arnold impression. I used to be able to do the chopper line. Get to the chopper. I can't. It's terrible. That was embarrassing. I can't even believe I did that. All right, peace. Bye. Ciao. Tune back in. Tell your friends. Please make magic movie loops of what you found weird and interesting on my show and share them. And again, remember the upvote box on my